Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to continue to use rules of the derivative that we are just learning now. And for this one, we're told to use either the product rule or quotient rule to find the following derivative. And we have y equals x squared divided by x minus 1. As this is a quotient, we're going to use the quotient rule. Okay, so dy over dx, that's equal to, before I write this out, let's recall, what is the quotient rule? So if some function, say h of x, is equal to f of x over g of x, then h prime of x is equal to f prime of x times g of x minus f of x. And before I run out of space, let me readjust my screen. There we are. So minus, there we are, f of x times g prime of x divided by g of x, and this whole denominator is squared. Of course, g of x is not equal to 0. All right, now that we've reviewed the quotient rule, we know that in this function we're looking at, f is x squared and g is x minus 1. So let's see how we do with this derivative. So we want d over dx, that's the first derivative of the numerator, x squared. And to that, we're going to multiply x minus 1. Then we're going to subtract x squared times the derivative with respect to x of x minus 1. And then we're dividing this whole thing by x minus 1, quantity squared. Those of you in my Canvas course noticed that in the previous example, I used different notation. I used this prime notation. Now I'm using Leibniz notation for introductory calculus students, which I'm assuming you are if you're watching this video. It's a good idea to get really comfortable and used to using both notations. Okay, so let's continue now. dy over dx, well, that's equal to the derivative with respect to x of x squared, that's 2x. Now we're just going to multiply x minus 1 to that, minus x squared times the derivative of x minus 1 with respect to x, that's just equal to 1. And if you don't see that, notice this derivative is 1, the derivative of 1 is 0, so this is just 1. And now we're going to divide this by x minus 1 squared. Let's simplify this a bit further. This becomes 2x squared minus 2x minus x squared over x minus 1 quantity squared. And we have one last thing we can do here. We can combine these like terms. So dy over dx is equal to x squared minus 2x divided by x minus 1 quantity squared. I hope you have found at least some portions of this video useful.